All right, so in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the 5 harsh truths that social media taught me about how women really treat the men that they find handsome and attractive. And the reason why I want to make this video is because it's really going to highlight how female nature really is. It's really going to debunk a lot of the things that you often hear in the dating space, that you need to do, the things that you need to have to attract women to you, like how you need money and status to get women. You need game, whether it's pickup artistry or verbal game or mouthpiece to get women. You hear a bunch of this shit. That's just not true. Oh, I'll say this. It's not that those things aren't true. They are true in the context where if you're trying to get a woman that isn't into you and isn't about you, you're going to need to have a lot of those things, or you're going to need to do a lot of those things because the girl isn't into you. Yeah, like those things can work if you want to be the one that sells yourself on the woman, but what man truly wants to do that? Because most of us know that when you are a man that has to sell himself on a woman that doesn't want you and you weren't her first choice, she doesn't have genuine attraction and desire for you, she wasn't pre-sold on you, that's going to come out in the way that she treats you in one way or another. And that's not going to be a fun time. So why do all that stuff? So I'm going to be breaking down this video, just the 5 different harsh truths that I've learned through my personal experience, through clients' experiences that I've helped, how women really treat the men that they find attractive, and just how female nature is different and it's in its most unfiltered form when it comes to a man that a woman finds attractive and desirable that she's pre-sold on. And that's the key. That's what I teach, man. How to become that man that women are pre-sold on. How to become that desirable product that doesn't need a pitch. That's my whole aim with this channel, is helping men become that. So that being said, let's go ahead and let's hop into it. So the first harsh truth is that women choose the men that they truly want. So you've probably been told, like how I was told growing up, that women love a man that chases them. You got to go for what you want. A real man goes for what he wants. But the issue then it becomes that when you actually do a lot of that stuff, when you try to chase women, you see that they run away from you, that they get repelled by you. They don't respect you. They lose attraction for you, even if they did have attraction for you in the beginning. But then when you try to chase women, you're going to see that the attraction will start to lower. And I've noticed that with social media in particular, when I posted content, I would have women come to me. I would have women reply to my stories. I would have, even like before DMs were a thing, like back in 2013, 2014, when I first started posting on Instagram towards junior year of high school in specific, that's when I really started getting more women coming to me on social media. And these girls were like simping for me in my comment section. Like I was a celebrity and I didn't have any status, wasn't famous, didn't have money, but women were still responding to me because of my look, because they were attracted to me. Especially as I started getting into the gym, I started to pack on lean muscle mass, I started to dial in my fashion, my style, just overall my physical presentation started to change. I started to become more attractive. The women were coming to me and I was noticing I'm not having to say anything to these women to find me attractive, but not even just find me attractive, but to make the first move on me. I'm not saying anything. I'm not using a crispy mouthpiece. Not to say that stuff doesn't matter as far as like not talking to a woman, like not knowing how to talk to a woman. That stuff does matter. It's just the thing is, that's not the first filter of attraction. Mouthpiece guys, game guys will try to make it seem like it is, but it's not. A woman knows if she's into you. A woman knows if she's going to give you a chance. A woman knows whether or not she's going to allow you to talk to her, to make it seem like you got a mouthpiece and stuff. Like a lot of dudes think that they got mouthpieces, but it's like, do you really have a mouthpiece, or is a woman just really into you and is going to let you talk? So for example, I was watching the Jamie Foxx show last night and the episode was about how his sister came into town to visit him in LA and she was going to this party that Jamie didn't want her to go to, and he was trying to go to the party to find her. He brought Fancy, he brought his uncle Junior with him to find her. And I remember he was talking to some girls at the party and he said something corny, and one of the girls said that he was corny, but she liked him because she thought Jamie was cute. And I'm like, they see, like this stuff has been in front of you. Like these truths have been in front of us forever. Hell, damn near before I was even alive. These truths have been in front of us. But men that can't attract women based on their physical appeal will try to tell you that you need mouthpiece, you need to say this line, or you got to be a smooth talking dude to get women. But you have to remember why a woman is attracted to you in the first place. She's going off your physical appeal first and foremost. That's not the only thing, but that is going to be the first thing. And it's one of the most important things that a lot of people like to look over and shit. And that's why I talk about that on my channel, because this allows you to be exposed to the truth, to understand how women naturally operate in terms of their unfiltered attraction and their unfiltered female nature towards the men that they find attractive. but how to leverage this information for you to win, not to bitch, not to complain, but to win. And I just noticed that women were coming to me and responding to my stories, commenting under my post without me having to say a word to them, without me having to cold approach a woman, without me having to spit some game. And they were coming to me because they were attracted to me. There was nothing else that they were going off of, especially if these were girls that, let's say in high school, the same girls that would simp for me in my comment section, but also these were women that I've never met in person or never had a conversation with in person at all. So like, what else are they going off of? So that's when I realized like women choose the men that they want, and the physical attraction that they have for you is going to be the first filter of attraction, and it's the foundation of attraction. But best believe that women choose the men that they want. And this is good because you want to focus on the women that choose you. Now, of course, you got to decide whether or not you choose them back. But the women, from my experience, the women that I've helped my clients attract to them, the women that have chosen us have always been the best women to interact with and date. They're going to make your life 10 times easier. So focus on attracting the women that, of course, want you. They're pre-sold on you, because the fact of the matter is that women do choose a man that they want. And then moving on to the second point is that money and status are amplifiers, not foundations of attraction. Your looks and your physique and overall physical presentation is going to drive attraction from the beginning phase of a woman meeting you. Because a lot of men in this space will say that you need money, that you need status to attract women. It's funny because men who say that just tell on themselves that they have no experience with women, that they're not a desirable man to women. Guys that will say that in the comments instantly tell on themselves, because bro, I was attracting women to me when I was still living at home, wasn't making a lot of money like that, no status. Women that were even making more money than me were still all over me. I was still attracting women to me. Even in high school, like I didn't start working a job until this summer going into my senior year of high school. I didn't have any money. Even then, I was working at this grocery store, I think probably only making like $8 an hour. Like I had no money, but women were attracted to me because of my physical appeal. And really the money and the status thing, that's something that other men really like. I'm not saying don't get money and status. Like the money and status will just be an amplifier for you if the woman is attracted to you from the first place. That's the thing. If the woman is attracted to you initially, if she's already into you, but then you have money and status, that's just going to amplify you because she's already into you as a man. That's just going to make you more of a rare man, because a lot of guys think that, like on social media even, that you need to showcasing your lifestyle in the car and traveling here and restaurants there and stuff like that. That's what's going to allow you to attract women to you. Again, if she's not physically attracted to you, none of that stuff matters. Here's how I know that: because the content that's gotten me the most attention and it has gotten me the most inbound messages from women have been whenever I've showed my face and my body. That's it. Working out, shirtless photos, lifting weights, martial arts, showcasing my best physical traits, which are going to be my face and body based on my personal experience. Those were the things that got me the most inbound messages, as well as showcasing like fashion and style. It wasn't like expensive dinners. It wasn't when I was traveling. I didn't need to show off all that stuff. And women were still pulling up on me in the DMs, still shooting their shot at me. So again, that goes to show you that those things, if you have it, they're amplifiers at best, but they're not needed to attract women. And the money should just be for you, for your own well-being, for your own quality of life, for you not to have to worry about bills, to just live an easier life, to not be as stressed out. All that stuff is for you. But if she's attracted to you and you have money and status, those are going to amplify you. If you don't have money and status, but she's physically attracted and into you, you're still going to be able to attract her. And if you're someone that's watching this right now and you're tired of chasing women, you're tired of jumping through hoops for women, you're tired of jumping through obstacle courses to get women, and you don't have to rely on pickup artists tactics, and you don't want to have to try to make a whole bunch of money and status just to get used for those things, but instead you want to be able to attract women to you without needing money, status, clout, or anything like that. But instead, it's because women are pre-sold on you. They have genuine desire and physical attraction for you. Then I would highly suggest that you check out my free training that I made for you, breaking down step by step how I was able to go from being okay looking, more so average, but like skinny and not confident in myself, to being a more desirable and attractive man, but also being able to attract women to me consistently. But more importantly, I've been able to show other men how to not only become more of a physically attractive and desirable man, but actually have a system in place to where they're able to attract women to them every single day, and they have dates lined up multiple times a week, and they have a more thriving and abundant dating life, and they're no longer chasing, they're just attracting. If you want those same results, again, check out that free training that I made for you. I'll have a link down below in the description and the pinned comment. And then moving on to the third harsh truth, and this is where I really learned that women are more subtle and indirect, and that is that women will be more bold and direct with you on social media. They'll shoot their shot at you. They'll let you know how fine and attractive you are. They'll give you the hard eyes. They'll give you the fire emoji. they'll do all these things to let you know how attractive and desirable you are to them. But these can also be the same women in person that would be more shy, more nervous, more indirect, more subtle with their attraction for you, which allowed me to see that women are going to be more subtle and indirect with their attraction for you by and large in their nature. But on social media, they will be more direct and bold and more upfront with their attraction for you. I experienced this where women in high school would literally simp for me, hard eyes, and talk about how cute and attractive I was, fire emojis under my post. But then in school, I could literally walk past these girls in the hallway. They wouldn't say a damn word to me. They wouldn't say anything to me. And I always thought this was weird. I'm like, what's going on? Do these girls not find me attractive, or do they find me attractive? Do they not like me in person, but online they do? Like, what's going on here? I was genuinely confused. But that's when I've learned that, oh, like women are just a lot more indirect, shy, subtle. They're nervous. They're scared of rejection just as much as men are scared of rejection. They're scared of coming off thirsty. They're scared of just coming off like another girl to you. They don't want to be a fan of yours, even though they want to view you as a rock star. I repeat, they don't want to be a fan of yours, but they still want to view you as the rock star, meaning they want to chase you. They want to look at you as a desirable man, but they don't want you to look down upon them like a fan that they can just easily dismiss, or just another girl that doesn't matter, that is just another body on his notch account, which I understand that. It's understandable, but that's what goes through women's minds when they are in the presence of a man that they find attractive in person. But that same man that they can find attractive in person, she may come off standoffish, she may come off more indifferent or more neutral. Most of the times, by and large, women will give this type of man more choosing signals in person, typically in environments like bars, clubs, and lounges, because these environments are more so engineered for people to meet each other. You'll see that based on the ambiance, the music, the vibe, these places, these environments strategically engineered for people to be in an attraction-like state, an active attraction state. Women can meet men. They can all congregate in these places, which means they're spending money on alcohol and food. You see what I'm saying? So women are going to more than likely give you choosing signals like this in these type of environments because it's more socially acceptable, more encouraged, and the vibe is just engineered for that. But those same women at best would give you choosing signals and be more subtle with their attraction for you, give you multiple points of eye contact, be near you in proximity, smile at you constantly, and maybe at most they'll send their friends to approach you on their behalf. Sometimes women will even directly approach you, but typically they'll just be more subtle with their attraction for you in terms of choosing signals. But then online, they're going to be a lot more bold. They're going to be a lot more direct. And that's just because with social media, there isn't as much of a like upfront, like harsh rejection experience. Like when someone rejects you in person, like that's embarrassing. It feels a lot worse. But then on social media, if a girl rejects you or if a man rejects a woman, you can easily just delete your message. You can just overlook it. Like it's a lot easier to dismiss. So that's when I've learned right then and there that women can find you attractive in person, but maybe more neutral, more standoffish, more come off more indifferent, which a lot of men can look at that as just rejection automatically. But that's not always the case. They can just be nervous, shy, or even intimidated by you. But then online, you'll see that women will be a lot more bold, a lot more direct, and shoot their shot at you. I literally have came across women in person that saw me while walking around outside in like my downtown area, and they didn't say anything to me in person, but then on social media, on Instagram, they literally replied to my stories and said, hey, I saw you on so-and-so, or I think I saw you last weekend. That's literally what I'm talking about here. Women are going to be a lot more direct and bold online, but more indirect in person. And then moving on to the fifth harsh truth is that men that are in shape, that are aesthetic, these are going to be the men that are going to get the most attention, the most responses, the most inbound messages, the most inbound comments, and just overall the most inbound results. I'm all about women coming to you inbound. That's when they come to you. That's when they message you first, they reach out first, they make their intentions known to you. The reason why I'm all about this is because this puts you in a leverage position. This showcases to the woman, based on her actions of pursuing you, that you are that top man, that you are a rare man. And the women that make the first move, generally by large, not every single time, but more times than not, by a long shot, these women have the most high interest and attraction for you. And just overall, you're going to have the better experiences with these type of women. That's why I'm all about, again, maximizing the product of you as a man, becoming the most desirable version of yourself. That way you can attract women to you that give you these type of responses. And again, if you want to learn more about how you can do that, check out that free training that I mentioned earlier. But you're going to see that when you are in shape, when you are aesthetic, when you're a good looking man facially, but physique wise, and when you display your physical strengths, strong suits, whether that's your face, your body, your height, maybe all three, or maybe you have a couple of those three, whatever. In my experience, when I've uploaded content where I was showcasing some form of my physical strengths and activities qualities and attributes like my face, my body, me working out, a video of me lifting, a shirtless photo, whatever, that always got the most response from women because that's what they are hardwired to seek out in men as far as those physical cues, those physical attractive traits and cues that signal health, vitality, strength, testosterone. These men have visual cues that signal higher quality genetic traits that women seek out in men that they can reproduce with those men and have healthy and strong offspring. But the thing is, with the proper systems in place, knowing how to improve your looks, knowing how to dial in your physique, and then from there, actually knowing how to create the type of content that stands out to women and is going to attract women to you, you're going to be able to get these same type of responses as well. Even if you weren't born with the male model looking face, 6 foot plus height genetics or anything like that. Now, of course, men that have these genetic traits are obviously going to have an advantage, but you don't absolutely have to have these things as far as being born with these things to still showcase a signal to women that you have high quality genetic traits as well. There's a lot of different things that you can do to maximize your looks, your physicality, which again, this is why I have the channel. There's a lot of things that you can do to improve your looks and your physicality to signal these things to women. I'm telling you, bro, if you're in shape, if you're a good looking man, or you're on his way to improving his aesthetics, his physique, I'm telling you, as you become more physically attractive, create more content of you lifting weights, doing martial arts, some physical form of activity, squatting, bench pressing, playing basketball, showcasing your outfit for the night. If you're stepping out, do stuff that's showcasing your physicality. And I guarantee you, if you're a good looking man, you're in shape, you're well put together, I guarantee you women are going to respond to more of that type of content than anything else that you do. I guarantee it. And then moving on to the 5th harsh truth, and that is high interest women require less verbal game from you because they're already pre-sold on you. And that's the biggest thing, is that there are going to be women who are already pre-sold on you, that have already made up their mind that they would want to be intimate with you, that they would give you the opportunity to meet up with them, spend time with them. And if you guys vibe well, if conversation's cool, you guys have good chemistry, like they'll be down for whatever. These are women that are going to want to be intimate with you, but also these are women that are going to be the women that are going to want to try to lock you down, be in relationships with you, only see you, get rid of her options for you. And this is when I realized, just like with sales, like a lot of people already have their mind made up as to whether or not they're going to buy a product. Now, the degrees of interest and attraction that a woman will have for you is going to be different, just like how the degrees of someone wanting to buy a product or not wanting to buy a product is going to be different. But there are women that are going to be pre-sold on men that they find attractive and desirable. And I've experienced this by and large, primarily on social media and dating apps. So then my mindset becomes, okay, if I already know that women will be pre-sold on men that they find attractive and desirable, and they're going to be the ones that are going to make the first move, or at least make it known in some way, shape, or form that they find that man desirable, why not put in the work to become that desirable man versus chasing all this other shit like money, status, trying to get your mouthpiece crispy? Like, all those things are like secondary traits. Those are like accessories. That's not going to be the main thing that women are going to gravitate towards and find attractive. And I don't give a damn who says otherwise. I really don't give a shit, because I have the results to back it up. I've helped clients be able to achieve these same type of results. And a lot of men know this to be true. Just the men who haven't experienced this are going to talk shit. They'll talk shit about me. They'll say I'm lying. They say looks don't matter. They'll say whatever to cope for their cope. And I know some people are going to be like, Jordan, can't you say that you're coping for all this stuff too? Is it really coping if all this stuff is happening naturally without me having to really do much of anything other than just post myself and just exist? Is it really me coping if all this stuff is happening naturally, if the least amount of manipulation is occurring? What do I mean by that? Like, if all I'm doing, manipulation as far as just influencing an outcome, if all I'm doing is just posting a picture of my face or my body on social media and that's it, that's all I do. I'm not the one replying to her stories or trying to have this good text game, trying to like make her feel all these ways. If I'm not doing any of that, if I just pull up on Instagram on a story and just post a picture of my face and my body and she's replying to me, is that really a cope? If she's saying she finds me attractive, is that a cope? This is no different than if a girl pulls up on me at a bar or a lounge and says that she's attracted to me. Is that me relying on my looks, or is that just me being in the same spot as a woman, just existing, and she finds me attractive? That's how I look at it, man. And again, if you want to become that man that is desirable, that women are pre-sold on, that they want to pursue, instead of you being the one that's constantly chasing women, and you want to attract women to you that are not only attractive, but they are pre-sold on you and available, then again, check out that free training that I made for you. It will be linked down below in the description and the pinned comment. With that being said, I hope you got a lot of value from this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.